Welcome back to the channel. If you are here, you are a Black educator or an expert in your field who is ready to leave the 9 to 5 behind. And I don't know if you have noticed on these internet streets, but since 2020, Black entrepreneurs have been increasing steadily. But with this increase, and this is something that I spoke about with my audience and my community over on Instagram at Tiffy G Writes, the unfortunate thing is most Black businesses, in fact, 80%, 8 out of 10 Black businesses that started their business in 2020 have now failed. Now, I believe this is due to one core issue, and it's the fact that marketing and sales are the lifeline of the business. And so in a recession, in a pandemic, whatever's going on in the world, you'll pay attention and see that companies do not fire their salespeople first. They do not fire their marketing people. They may let go of their customer service people. They may even let go of a few finance people or a few different executives, but their marketing and their salespeople are still on the team and running the show basically, because they're the ones that are bringing in the new business. And so as a Black educator or a new consultant, you already opened your business, right? You already have the LLC, you have everything established. You may even have your website, but you have not been signing a whole lot of clients yet. And if you have been signing clients yet, you want to bring some consistency into what you're doing so that you actually have a full-scale, full-blown business and not just a hobby that you love. Of course, you love teaching, you love communicating, you love storytelling, you love your expertise. I mean, your education and your background is in that, right? You spent years and years in college. Some of my clients are master's degrees, some are PhDs. And yet with all of this knowledge, you just don't know how to take action and establish your own business. Well, you're in good company, because April 21st, I open up the doors again to Black Educators Amplified. And so I'm going to walk you through in this video exactly what is included so that we both have an understanding of what you can expect. And one of the main outcomes with Black Educators Amplified is that my clients walk away with their 3 to 6 month content marketing strategy, because that is the bread and butter of everything that you do. But before we can even implement that strategy, as for me as your consultant, I need to know exactly who you are and what you do. And so weeks 1 and 2 in the program, the kickoff weeks, you go through a 20-question client framework. And I do this with all of my marketing clients in my business, Tiffy G Writes. I do this with every client that I work with, because the research part of content marketing and strategy is more important than the actual writing itself. I need to know who you are, who your ideal client is, what your process is, what kind of podcasts you listen to, what really gets your wheels turning, okay? And so that's where that 20-question framework comes into play during weeks 1 to 2. Typically what we do, we split it up actually, because we're on the calls for about 90 minutes with each session. And so it ends up we only get through 10 of the questions, and then we leave the rest of the 10 for the next session. Now in weeks 3 and 4, that is your intro to social media marketing using our signature framework and signature course, Multiply Your Talents, which by the way, you get for free when you're in the program. So this is walking you through know, like, and trust. And here's just a little glimpse of that breakdown. People only buy from those that they know, that they like, and that they trust. And so this is why you have to continue to show up on social media. And some of you are introverts. I'm actually an introvert, contrary to popular belief. Even though I have a YouTube channel, even though we do like a lot of business stuff and we come on here, my husband and I, we are both introverts. And so being an introvert doesn't excuse you from the work of opening up your business. And I want you to think about it like this. If you're hesitant about showing up on social media, you need to open your business. So a business, let's imagine you're like walking down the street, you're going to your favorite small cupcake shop, okay? And every time you go past the shop, it's closed. And so if the door is closed and they have a closed sign on there, obviously you're not going to go in and you're not going to be able to pay that shop owner, even though it's your favorite, even though you know they're experts at what they do baking. And so your business is the same way. If you don't open up shop every day through your virtual doors by showing up on social media, no one's going to know you exist. And if they do know you exist, how are they even going to pay you unless you're opening up the shop? So weeks 3 and 4 has to be about social media marketing and video marketing. Weeks 5 and 6 are personally my favorites because we go over website copywriting, okay? Now, it's okay to DIY your website and just slam it up there, throw it up when you're first beginning as an entrepreneur, but you know you're in a season where you need to get serious and actually have some storytelling frameworks and some marketing psychology to lure in the correct clients. And so this is where I personally go through as your marketing consultant and help you write the website copy, okay? And by the way, when you get to weeks 5 and 6 of the program, you will have already had your business consulting offers set in stone. And if not, you at least know that you're going to be scheduling Zoom sessions for your students. You at least know you're going to be coming up with a consulting package so that as you're building out your website and as you go through your 3 to 6 months of content marketing in weeks 7 and 8, you have offers that are tied to that specific marketing that we've been working on through the program. So the program is 8 weeks long. Let me look here at my notes because I believe I have some more stuff for you actually before I end this video. Let's see here. Yes, so right now, you're working that soul-sucking teaching job. You may even be working part-time and your hours have decreased, but you don't have to do that anymore. It's a good time to be alive and to be an educator or to be an expert. That time is ending because you can use a side hustle. And everyone should have a side hustle, honestly, because I started mine back in 2018, 2017. And child, let me tell you, my side hustle is actually now my main hustle. Like I haven't had a full-time job since 2016. And that sounds insane. 2017, actually, because I was at Chase Bank for a little while before going to the mental hospital. But that's besides the point. So you are going to walk away knowing that it's time to launch your side hustle. You're going to believe in your teaching expertise. And you're going to be able to diversify your income within the next 60 to 90 days, depending on how well you actually go through and take action in the course in the 8 weeks of consulting. And so you're going to have the marketing roadmap for your customer journey. And a customer journey is simply where you're walking your clients. And in your case, it could be parents or students. Usually it's going to be parents. You're walking them through being unaware of who you are to knowing who you are and the fact that they have a problem, then to being solution aware to decide to work with you where they say, oh, I know you are the right home tutor for me. Right? Because there's thousands and thousands of diaspora out there, whether they're in Africa or America, who actually do need you to show up for their children and to help them with reading comprehension, to help them with math. We just had a client go through the program who's creating a reading comprehension curriculum. We had another client go through the program who is actually a project manager, and she just decided that she wants to teach this to students that are in Africa and in America so that they can go ahead and master their project management and communication. So this is a group consulting business model, and it sets you up for success because you don't anymore have to rely on the $15 to $20 an hour gigs, which obviously with this cost of living out here, it just ain't gonna work, right? But with the group model, you get to charge students, let's say you charge them $200 per month, $250 per month, and you're doing Zoom sessions once a week on reading comprehension, right? So if you sign 10 students up for that, that's over $2,000, right? That's about $3,000 that you're getting per month just being on Zoom, teaching students, doing what you already know how to do, doing what you already love to do, and building out a consulting offer. Now, one of the amazing things that I also love that's part of this curriculum and part of this 8-week consulting incubator is that we go over the 4 core consulting model type of businesses that you can create. So you can do Zoom sessions and package them up, right? You can do one-off workshop sessions and offer them on social media while you build your email list. Or you can go ahead and create a curriculum and sell that curriculum like selling courses. Or you can go ahead and have a model where you go in and teach live workshops in person now. My mom was actually the one that introduced me to that business model, because I remember as a child, and my mom is an educator. She has a master's in therapy, and then she teaches children as well. And so I remember on the weekends, and she didn't have to, but she wanted to. She would go in on the weekends to this nursing home, and she was like the first group coaching that I ever saw, that I ever experienced. And it's so funny thinking back on that time now, because group coaching just kind of popped off in the online business world. But back then, she was doing that in nursing homes. She would go in nursing homes, and she's an art teacher, okay? And so she loves doing art. She loves doing pottery. And she would go in and teach the seniors in the nursing home how to make vases. She would do this for about 2 or 3 hours, and she would charge the nursing home a set fee for this group rate. Okay. And she only did that once every few months, because obviously when you're charging based on a group rate and charging based on tickets, then you're not getting paid hourly, you're getting paid on value. And so you can start to calculate what that works out to be. And you are going to be able to experience this too, but you do have to take the action step of joining Black Educators Amplified to go ahead and create the content marketing strategy and to build your client acquisition model so that you can actually have a full throttle business, a full throttle marketing strategy. Because you got to go beyond the LLC. You got to go ahead and launch the entire business. And I'm here by your side to help you. So check out the link in the description. We cannot wait to see you on April 21st. And one of the most incredible modules you'll get is from my husband, where he's also going to teach you video editing, just in case you want to launch your podcast or YouTube channel. So see you in the course.